Welcome back, Arbor League, and today we're taking a look at another low-kick user, Chesnaught. Chesnaught has been successful in the past in being anti-meta that can core break so many teams. It has a pretty decent moveset. For fast moves, we either have Stab, Quick Charging Vine Whip, or non-stab Smackdown, countering Fire and Flyers. And for charge moves, we have Thunder Punch, it acquired a couple seasons ago, providing a neutral steel countering move that doesn't debuff you, Superpower that debuffs you, and Calm Day acquired Frenzy Plant. It has been lacking the fighting type coverage fast moves that a fighter should have. So this season, its low kick has acquired a buff that makes it on par with Vine Whip, so gaining the same energy, doing the same damage, and it gets stabbed. So let's try out low kick Chesnaught in the Great League. The rating for this team according to PvE Poke is AACB. We are ABA weak to Fire, so Gourgeist is going to be a core breaker to this team, and A9 to some extent we need either shield or energy advantage. Hopping into the first match, we've got Chesnaught on the lead into a Malamar. This is kind of negative because of those Psy waves, but we need some kind of advantage. We're going to safe swap into that Steelix and we bait out the Mud Boy. I was debating kind of going Dragon Tail on Steelix here, but I need that water type coverage. Gonna throw the Crunch here. Maybe should have gone for the Psychic Fangs. Gonna let them throw whatever it is here, take out Steelix. We're just gonna get some farm on Chesnaught, that advantage on Malamar that we need. Now, because we don't have Vine Whip, we can't farm this all the way down because we're not doing super effective damage. However, we do resist the majority of Gastro's moveset, minus a Body Slam here. It's not going to do that much damage. They actually give Switch, and we have the energy ready to go for that advantage. And because they gave up Switch, they let it go. That does heavy damage, and we come in with that Azumarill. Now, we don't even have to throw here unless they have Hyper Beam, which they do not. Just going to be the foul play. They got back-to-back here. They can chuck them. That's fine. Even if they go Superpower here, we still get a move off. We get to farm down and come out with a play rough and a half. Ready for that Gastro to come back in. But it's going to be the Weezing. They're going to throw their poison onto our Fairy type here. So we have to go Ice Beam. I was just going to blind Ice Beam anyways. And because we're ahead on energy, we outpace them to the next move. Now, Azumarill is pretty bulky here, but we're getting pretty low. They let that go, and I think this is just farm down range. So we're going to shield up a Sludge here, but it's just going to be the play rough. Maybe they don't have it. They try to snipe with the Gastrodon, and they're still going to need to throw Body Slams here. So we can tank one more, and I think double Thunder Punch from this range is just the play. We still need energy advantage on that Weezing as well. Should have played into the CMP tie here because we win that up against Gastro. However, we still get a Thunder Punch off on the Weezing. This will KO. Obviously, Weezing is pretty low, but the opponent is not giving up. We come in with the Azumarill and still bubble farm down and take that game. Hopping into the next match, we see a Fortress on the lead. Target acquired, as we are a perfect counter to Fortress. As you can see, all of the fast moves and the charge moves are resisted, so nothing is threatening here. We're going to go ahead and throw the neutral Thunder Punch. We don't have Superpower, so we're not debuffed. We are going to get debuffed in the defense department first, but that's still okay. I'm going to try to throw this Thunder Punch just before they get to their next move, but we should have tied there because we do win this CMP, getting them extremely low, not quite able to farm down, so we'll get debuffed in the attack department as well. They're totally okay with me as they come in with a Jellicent. We've still got some energy, and we pivot into Thunderfang Steelix. Probably should have thrown the Crunch here, but I think this Thunderfang damage is a little bit more valuable. I'm going to try to debuff their defense because they still need 2 moves to KO us here, so I'm going to take one and shield one. Whether it be it Surf or the Shadow Ball, they still need 2. They've got the back-to-back, so we will shield. I think I wanted to try to get another first shield from them. If they know their counts, they won't shield this, but it does double debuff their defense. They don't make the Surf and get farmed down. Steelix takes Switch, and we pivot into Azumarill versus the Quagsire. We counter the Quagsire on the Chesnaught as well, but we still need a shield from them. So because this is a Shadow Quagsire, we get the other shield from them, or the first shield from them, sorry. And these Stone Edges will chunk, but they still, even 2 Stone Edges, as you can see here, will still not affect Azumarill. They might even need to throw an Aqua Tail. So we can still tank one here. My plan is here probably throw another Ice Beam, but we have to wait for their catch. They still have a shield, so I figure why not throw this Ice Beam at the Quagsire. But they make an amazing catch, but too bad for them as we come in with Chesnaught and fake the Frenzy Plant. We get a shield from the Thunder Punch, and I'm thinking if they have back-to-back Aqua Tails here, there's no point in shielding. I need to save this. So we let Chesnaught go down. We've still got the bulky Azu. Can we get to that Ice Beam? We cannot. But I still shield. I think there's a chance. I really hope there's a chance. But they do have the back-to-back. So we're going to go down to a Mud Boy here on the Steelix. How much health do we have? We almost at the Psychic Fangs, and I should have thrown it. That was my mistake, boys. I'm so sorry. I could have won this. I was just afraid of a CMP tie, but we take that loss. Hopping into the next match, we see a Dedenne. This is a pretty neutral match. We resist the electric, but we take super effective from that play rough. So we're going to bait here with the Thunder Punch. This is really risky bait here because this is resisted and the opponent does not shield. So now we have to shield the play rough. That was quite a mistake. Maybe that we're just throwing superpower. However, we do get the play rough through. They don't bait with the parabolic charge, so this Frenzy Plant is threatening to that Dedenne. But the opponent does not shield. They must be ABA weak to Chesnaught as we pivot into the Steelix. Now we still survive a non-stab flamethrower here. I can play it the same way as a Jellicent. We shield one, take one. Not at this point, now that we're down shield. So just going to go for that Psychic Fangs. Hopefully, oh, they do catch on a Jellicent, which is fine with me. Can we get to that next one? We do not. Should have gone for that Crunch. That way the super effective Crunch would have landed. So we get taken out by a Surf, but we've still got Chesnaught for this Jellicent here. We still need a shield. So we're going to throw that Thunder Punch just before we get to their Shadow Ball. That's another CMP tie that we win. So we just still get a shield. And do we survive Shadow Ball from this range? Chesnaught does not. So we have to put this all on Azu. We have to get to that play rough. They're still going to need a shield. 2 Shadow Balls is still pretty threatening here. So we'll, again, tank one, shield one, maybe. We'll see what happens. But they come in with their Altaria. So I don't know what their plan is here. Everything's resisted. The Sky Attack still chunked. So we end up getting the second shield from the opponent. We can still tank a Sky Attack from this range. We're not going to make another one, but we can afford to overfarm just a little bit. That way we outpace the Jellicent coming back into that play rough. So we're going to overfarm just by like 2 bubbles here. Throw this Ice Beam. This will be taking care of the Altaria. We still have a shield. And the opponent sees a writing on the wall and concedes that match. We've got a Cultured Trainer here praising the earlier Genesis, leading a Miltank. Now this is a pretty neutral, it's favored for our side, match in case they have Ice Beam. But that was too quick to be anything, so this is just going to be a Body Slam. But these Body Slams still chunk Chesnaught. It's not the bulkiest, but they swap into an Umbreon. Double weak to fighting so far, pretty interesting. We don't have superpower, so we don't get debuffed. We don't need superpower in this match unless they have Psychic. So I'm going to save that Chesnaught for the Miltank and hop into Azu here. Bombaril. This is a pretty hard counter to Umbreon. We can tank a bunch of moves here. Probably able to tank a little bit better the last resort here than on Chesnaught. So we can build up a little bit of extra energy here, but they catch back on the Miltank. Not really a catch because it's still pretty neutral, still going to hit hard, so they decide to give up the first shield. Sounds okay to me. I think they have Thunderbolt, so we try to catch that onto the Chesnaught. I think that's why they swapped back. Just going to be another Body Slam, totally okay with me. We do get to that Frenzy Plant, and this will be threatening the second shield from the Miltank. We still don't have superpower, but they shield it anyways. Still resisting these rocks, so we're going to shield one of these up. Try to get this Miltank out of here. Still going to be the Body Slam, not the Ice Beam. They don't need to at this point, so we have to double shield, and hopefully they don't have another one. We just want this Miltank out of here. It doesn't really matter. We've got Steelix in the back, but they catch back on the Umbreon. This isn't good for them either, because this takes the Umbreon out. Can we make that Thunder Punch? We cannot. That wasn't a CMP tie, but we do win CMP if that was a CMP tie. So we go down to a Body Slam, come back in with the Steelix, and time to see if they have Thunderbolt or Ice Beam. Because they don't want to throw the Body Slam here. They have to stay in. It was the Ice Beam, but it's not going to matter. We farm them down. What is in the back? And it's a Dunsparce. So now that our Chesnaught is gone, they didn't want to see that. And they're triple weak to fighting. This is a crazy team to be seeing. So we get to the next Psychic Fangs. They still need 2 drill runs to KO here. They can't farm us down. I don't even think... so we combo play, double debuffed, play rough coming through. Barely KOs the bulky Dunsparce. And even here, they need 2 drill runs or rock slides to KO Azu. KO, that's really hard to say when you're trying to go fast. KO Azu. and still have Jorens left over for the Steelix coming back in, but they are double debuff, so we farm them down and take that game. Hopping into our last match, we've acquired our other target. Yes, we are a perfect counter to Credilli as well, so they swap out, and this is a problem because they probably have Earthquake and Sludge Bomb. They're not going to have Sludge Bomb and Stone Edge, so there's an Earthquake. Take one, shield one. So we're going to lower their defense with this super effective Psychic Fangs. Probably does as much about as a Crunch. So we're going to go for that next Psychic Fangs. We have to shield the next, and we don't quite make it. So, well, we're actually going to let Steelix go down here. And come back in with, I think, try to lie in with Azu, because we have to save Chesnaught for that Credilli. Time to see if they have Sludge Bomb. They do, and not the Stone Edge. Would have been better, but they actually give up Switch and into a Greninja. I think Greninja is just useless here. They're throwing him out. There it goes. Had nowhere to go versus the Chesnaught. So they come back in with Credilli, and because they gave up Switch, this is GG's. We come back in with that Chesnaught. Because they're on Bullet Seed and not Acid, again, a positive match for the Chesnaught. So they end up shielding, but they're going to debuff us in the process so that our Frenzy Plants versus the Clodsire will do less and less. But that's totally okay with me because it is still pretty low. This is not a catch. This Frenzy Plant was not double debuffed. They probably should have stayed in. The Frenzy Plant gets the Claude pretty low. We've still got shield advantage, and I think at this point a Thunder Punch KO, so we're going to shield this up. Obviously we win CMP, but we swap into that Azu, at least force them to dump their energy, which they do not. They don't make it, so we make an Ice Beam versus the Credilli, and this is GG's. This is super effective Ice Beam. Get shielded, but we've still got a Frenzy Plant on Chesnaught. They're not going to let us get to that next Ice Beam. No point in shielding this. So we've still got move ready on Chesnaught. Getting pretty low. So this should be taking care of the Credilli. It barely does. Hangs on with one. We get a low kick through. So shield this up just in case, but we don't have to. Could have been hit a little bit harder, but we still take that game and get that win. Low kick on Chesnaught does feel very viable depending on the meta. Probably still want Vine Whip for occasions like Annihilate or Jellicent where you're not walled on your low kicks by the ghost typing. However, fighting is neutral and not resisted on those normal type flyers. Low kick gives Chesnaught a fighting chance, no pun intended, does give it that extra bit of coverage that it needed and sets it up for continuing to be a quick charging anti-meta Frenzy Planter. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss a video or a post, and the engagement helps push my videos out to more viewers and helps grow our awesome community. Speaking of community, don't forget to check out Discord where we chat, hang out, meme it up, or battle and pick up tricks from fellow trainers and host tournaments. Link is in the description. I'll see you guys over there. But that's all I've got for today, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed. I've been ArborAndy. Keep your sticks on the ice, and I'll see you buds in the next one.